Hi guys, so I just discovered, I've just opened up my HP proDESK. So that's the panel right there. It's a proDESK HP, and it's not difficult to remove. You just have to unscrew one screw at the back and take it out. And that's my wireless thing. I told you guys about the wireless thing. Now, what I discovered, right? It's got RAMs. It's got 8 gig of RAM. The highest it goes up to is 32. And I can also change the CPU. I can change the socket. This is an M4 socket. So as long as it's an M4 socket, I can change it. And check this out. Look where the socket is. It's user replaceable. I can change it. I can update it. I check the heatsink and the fan. There's the SSD underneath. Oh boy, I did not know that this was possible. Check this out. Right? It's all here. The SSD there and the RAM, and this thing can be swapped. Right. So they said it's very vitally important not to touch the inner socket. So I haven't messed about with it. So I'm just gonna see. Gonna put it in now, and let's hope. There you go. It's in. It's user replaceable. Everything in this computer, this tiny thing that I bought for $98, is replaceable. You can change this for a better CPU, and the RAM, that's 8 gig, it goes up to 32. And the SSDs over here, that's the 2280 SSD. It's over here where the heatsink is. Everything in this can be swapped out. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put this down. So that's down there. Let's just see if I needed to do something else. Doesn't seem to have slotted in. Ah, there you go. So there it is. You can upgrade the RAM. The CPU is an M4 SoC, so I can put something better in this. And the SSD is a 2280. And it's got a CMOS thing. And I told you guys you can change this VJ for something better. Check this out. I can't believe this. You can change the RAM, the CPU, and the SSD. For $98, I can put something better in here. Oh boy, right. So, putting it back together again. So that's the heatsink right there. Let me just see how I'm supposed to do this. So I think these go back into here. Let me just do my check. So I'm just wanting to make sure everything goes back into place. Wait, this doesn't seem like correct. It might have been in this direction. Let me see. Nope, that's the wrong way. So I have to put it in the correct way. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to sit here. Oh yeah. See what? It's supposed to go in here. It's supposed to go in here. This part, that's the heat sink. So it's supposed to go inwards. Just wanna be vitally careful. Right, so I had to slot it in. I'm gonna tighten these now. So I didn't know that I can change everything in this thing. I can change the RAM. I can upgrade the SSD because it's a 256. So I can put a better RAM into this. And obviously, I can change the socket, the CPU. So that's fantastic news. You know, you buy something cheap. Wait, it's not going all the way in. Right, I think Wait, let me just check. Let me just see what I'm doing. I think it's because of the way I took it out. That part is in. This part is there. Let me try and put this part down. They're kind of long, so I'm trying to do this while you guys are watching. You know, so you know what I thought? I thought this. I didn't think you could change the CPU. I knew about the RAM. I knew about the SSD, but I didn't think you could change the CPU. So I'm so surprised. This just cost me $98. That means I can just, all I have to do is buy a AM4 socket, and that's it. That's all I need to do. I need to buy just another CPU. Because this one, this is the, this one is got the Ryzen 5 Pro 2400 GE. I can upgrade this CPU as long as the socket is the same as the socket in here. It has to be the same socket. You have to buy the AM socket. So it has to be the same size socket. It will fit in this. I don't know about the power. That's the only thing, because this only does about 65 watts. So you have to buy a CPU that works with 65 watts, because that's what the adapter does, you know. So this one, I don't know if that seems okay. This seems okay. I'm so surprised. You know, I didn't want to open this, but I was curious. You know, I was really curious. Yeah, this one seems, yeah, okay. It's done. It's in there. Yeah, see? It won't budge. Right. So these springs, because I was like, you know what? I opened it and I was like, why does it have such a huge heat sink? You know? If this thing can't, because I thought you couldn't change the CPU. I was like, if you can't change this, why is it so thick? And why these? Because you know this spring things, you shouldn't have this. Right, so here's the fan. And the fan actually goes, let me just make sure that I'm getting this correctly. So it's like a swing, you know? So it sits like this, and that's it. This is how I got it. So that's the heatsink, that's the fan, and the fan is actually above the RAM. And that's the whole, this is the whole unit. So that's how the unit looks like. So you've got the CPU, which is user replaceable, and you've got the RAM which is underneath the fan, which is also user replaceable, like I said, up to 32 gigabytes. And of course, this is a 2280 SSD, and that's a CMOS battery over there. I don't know what this one is. It looks like a socket of some kind, but I can't tell if you can put, you see the socket? That socket there. So I don't know what that is. Is that like for something? Like you could put something in there, right? Looks like this SSD thing. But I'm so surprised because I was looking at this thing and I was just thinking it's just a typical mini PC, nothing special about this. Because I mean, look at the sockets on this. Got 2 display ports, 2 USBs, VGA. Like I told you, this is user replaceable. You can remove this. You can put, I would rather have HDMI than that. And it's got 2 more USB ports. It's got the Ethernet port. It's got power here, right? And of course, in the front, it's just got 2 more USB ports. One of these charges, and it's got the headphone, and it's got the mic. And then I think this is power. And that's it. All of this for $98. And people are running out buying these mini PCs, these Ryzen things, and I'm like, why are you wasting money? You can buy something like this, change the CPU on this thing, and the RAM, and the SSD, and you've got a full-fledged gaming, of course. Okay, fine. Most people are running for the USB 4 and Oculink and all that stuff, but still, this is nice. I really like this. I didn't think it was gonna be like this, you know, because I was just looking at this thing. You get what I'm saying? I was just looking at this. I'm like, you can change the RAM, the SSD, and the CPU. I'm just so like surprised. Right, so there was nothing here. Usually there's a caddy, right? You can put a hard disk drive in this. But I think for some reason, maybe the person who sold me this, obviously, SSD is much better than a hard drive. And I don't like hard drives either. I'd rather not have a hard drive. Right, so to remove this, there's that screw thing here, the back. You gotta loosen that. And then basically, this front part, which is the proDESK part, the HP, kind of sits like that. And I think you kind of gotta, so let me be careful with this. So I think you kind of gotta slot it in somehow, because I need this to align with the way I've just done it. So I'm just looking for alignment at the moment. Right, so it's not aligning. I don't want to mess anything up. I just want to do this properly. I think it's supposed to slot in and slot out, isn't it? So I'm gonna try and do it this way. Right, it's not going. Right, so I think, let me try a different way, because I think the way I'm doing it's not gonna work. I'll put it down, and I'm gonna try my best to align it, right? To align it, right, with the grooves. Damn. I'm really trying to get the, I'm just thinking, yeah, wait. I think it's going in. Right, there we go. Right, so it was from the side to side, right? And then I think you kind of got to, yeah, there you go. Slot it back in, and it's in. That's a HP proDESK. Mine is the, I can just figure out. I think mine is the proDESK. It's a proDESK. It's a G4 Mini. It's a G4 Mini. So it's closed. And now what you do is you have to tighten this screw. I'm surprised because I was just, you know, I was so curious about this thing, and I was like, I just need to open it. I just want to see what I'm working with, you know, because I was thinking this was just RAM and SSD. That's it. That's all you can update. Because, you know, I used to have an Alienware laptop, the M15 Alienware, and I used to change the CPU in that one and the RAM, and back in the day it was hard drive, isn't it? Not SSD like these days. But I used to change the CPU and the graphics card, because Alienware, you can change the graphics card in the Alienware, the old laptops, the M15. So, you know, those big bulky laptops, not these new ones, but the older ones, you could change the graphics card, you can change the RAM and the CPU. So I was used to it. I'm used to doing that. But I didn't think I was going to get something in this form factor. Look how tiny this thing is. This is small. You can put this in your bag, take it to your friend's house, and it's tiny. It's very light. It's not heavy. Of course, like I told you guys, I'm getting the AI Max Plus 395. That's coming soon. I paid for it somewhere in US. I paid like 1,400. Converted to US dollars, 1,800, close to $2,000. It's the 395. It's the plus one. It's got 128 gigabytes RAM, 2 terabytes SSD. It's the mini desktop. It's the, if you know, it's the Boss Game M5 mini desktop. That's the one I'm getting. So if I get, I can't wait to get it, because that thing can play games on 1080p, 4K, 1440p, all of that stuff. Right, so now I finished messing about with it. I'm gonna put all the stuff back in. So this is for the speaker, and I'm gonna put this into here. That's a 3.5mm jack. This is for my, obviously for my DualSense controller. And then the things I'm putting in the back now, it's gonna be like, well, the keyboard, I just told you guys the keyboard isn't working properly. So I'm gonna put my, this is my mouse in the bottom there. I'm still going to connect my keyboard, because I don't know if the keyboard's going to be working or not. Right, I have to put the display port. That's the display port. That's the display port thing. I don't know if I put it in this one. Or did I put in this one? Right, I'm gonna stick it in here. That's a display port, because this doesn't have HDMI. And then all I have to do is add the power. And there you go, the power's in. Right, so that's all sorted. I can put this dude over here. That's the DualSense controller. And all I've got to do now is turn it on. I'm just waiting for this to turn on. I got this for $98. I can't believe that I can change the CPU in this. I'm so happy. So that means, oh yeah, I forgot this thing. Wow, I forgot the AC, the Wi-Fi. You know what, I will put the Wi-Fi at the top. So that's the Wi-Fi. This is a dongle for the Wi-Fi. Dongle for the Wi-Fi. So this is what I'm using. I'm just saying, this is awesome because I didn't know that you could do that. And like I said, I did my research about this thing before I paid for it. I did my research. I wanted to find out. I wanted to make sure I wasn't making a, you know, because I did. Oh, let's see. Is this dude on? Let me just check. I didn't do much with it. So I know that when I turned it on, right, so I don't know if I've turned it on or not, because it should have been right. So it's just I don't know how you get these things on. Do you press it once? Or do you press it twice? Because you know the way I'm doing it like I would, yeah, there, it's flashing. It's flashing. Let me see. It's connected to my monitor, so I'm just checking on the monitor to see. Yeah, it's actually flashing there. It's flashing the light. It's connected to the DP, so it's saying there's no signal at the moment. So I just have to wait and see. Because I did. It made a noise. So as long as it's working, there's no problem. You know, the thing is, I'm really happy with this because that means that now I can actually change the socket. I can get a much better processor. Right, it's made a noise. I can't actually tell. Did I put it in the right socket? Because you know what, I pulled out the HDMI. I've got this HDMI. That's for the laptop. So I had to take that out. So I'm not sure if it should be on. It made a noise. Okay, you know what? Let me check with the display port thing. I'm gonna connect it to the other socket. Let's hope that that's the correct one, because I don't know which one I'm using. Right, it's showing, but it's still saying no signal. It's not really doing much. Ah, boy, this is one of those things. But it's on though. Just wondering. So what am I supposed to do now? It's not sending a signal yet. All right, so I don't know which display port thing I'm supposed to be using. Gonna try the other one, the other socket. And I'm going to disconnect the keyboard just in case. I just disconnected the keyboard because, like I said, the keyboard's not working properly. My keyboard, you know, the odd thing, it's working on the laptop. When I connect it to the back of the laptop, it's working. But as soon as I connect it to this one, it doesn't work. So I don't know what's happening. Right, so it's just a waiting game, I think. I'll have to find out. There's something I'm supposed to do. Everything's connected, you see? There you go. It's connected. The DualSense is on, so that's connected. Everything's working. Just wondering, so what am I supposed to do now? Right, so I'm pressing it for a while. I'm gonna do it again, see if it's gonna go on. I didn't do anything else apart from removing the socket, the socket thing. But because when I was watching a YouTube video, they said be careful not to touch the pins. I didn't touch the pins. I was touching it by side, and I was holding it like that the whole time until I replaced it. I put it back in. It's easy to take this thing out. You just have to unscrew it at the back, and then you kind of push it forward. You have to push this forward. It's like a push, but you have to push it firmly, like out. You don't lift it from the top. Don't lift it from the top because you damage it. You kind of push it outwards. It took me a bit of time because I was trying to push it upwards, but you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to just push it out. So I don't know if I've done. I'm not sure what's going on. Like, should be going on. Don't know if I've got this in the right socket. So I am trying my best. Right. So I put it in. But it should just work. I think this is on actually. Wait, I've got another DisplayPort cable. This one, the one I've got is kind of new. Got it today. So I just wanna check because I didn't do anything. There's no damage to the socket. Nothing's been damaged. It's the other socket that I've got for DisplayPort. So I'm gonna just do a check to see, because I think it should be going on. It should be working. Just wondering, like, it's not doing much. We did say DisplayPort twice. This one's also thicker, slightly thicker than the other one. See? It's a bit thicker than the other one. It's this one's actually a 1.4 socket. That one, the one I've got there, I don't know what specification it is, but this one that I've got is quite thick. It reminds me of HDMI cable. All right, let me just put my tablet there. Let me find out what is happening. What is going on? All right, let me just put my tablet back in its place, and then I can figure out what is going on. Like I said, I didn't do anything with this. I didn't change anything. I just basically, you guys saw what I was doing. I was just basically checking it out. Right, I'll make another video, guys.